Hello and welcome to Titanium Taras Tarot, and today I'll be doing a Are you knocking yourself out of your intuitiveness and how and why? Okay. So I will be going down the intuitive styles. I will also be utilizing mostly my intuition and pulling from methods you might be knocking yourself out from your intuitiveness. And with that being said, let us go down the list of intuitivenesses, if that can be said. So, my gorgeous triple tears, okay? Let us begin. The first intuitiveness is perfectionist. These are the people who know exactly how things should be for them to be perfect, right? Now, let's I am getting a no. You are not knocking yourself out of your intuitiveness this week, but if you might, if you will, like towards the end of the week. It so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my perfectionist, please come forward and share how might they be knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness this week, please, angels and guides. And we have you have choice through default. So if you do knock yourself out of your intuitiveness, it's possibly because of just thinking that you don't really have a choice and that you're gonna need to fall back on something that you've done prior that kind of works, but that isn't foolproof, right? Now, for my helpers, please, angels and guides. Okay, well, first of all, SuperConscious. Knowing, so my helpers know exactly what people need help with, what people need assistance with at all times. So I get a yes. So let's see, please, angels and guides, and we got choice through default again. So what I have to say is just be mindful that you are more attentive to the choices that present themselves to you instead of just falling back on what you think is what you should be doing. Instead, be attentive to what is actually happening, right? So now for my achievers, please. Alright, I'm getting a no for this one. You guys aren't. But towards the end of the week, I feel like you might. So please, angels and guides, good. Who has a message for my achievers? Please come forward and share. And you got reaction. So my achievers might just be reacting to something that is actually occurring in their everyday life that might be detrimental to their advancement. So be mindful of that. So when you feel like reacting to something, being like instead of like snubbing back at someone who's not being so um thoughtful or being mean or something, someone who just ticked you off intentionally, I might add, is what I'm getting. Just think twice. Maybe the best way is something else. Maybe the issue it has not actually gone to the worst point, and you might be able to pull it back, right? So now for my individualist. So for my individualists, okay, so let's see. Investigators are knocking them. Individualists are knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness this week, but how? So let's see. Please, angels and guides. Anyone for the highest good, and we got universal signs. I feel like my individualists are just going with what they sense. Is what they need to, look out for. And so, because I got universal signs, which means that they aren't necessarily, well, they are following their intuition because their intuition is showing them the signs. They are noticing things that they would usually not notice. But if you are intentionally like saying, no, I'm not going to go forward with this because XYZ, um, until until it actually comes to pass. So you're stopping yourself from actually doing it. You know, you wouldn't actually get anything done. So, because this the way you're getting yourself out of your intuitiveness is universal signs. So if you're just checking for universal signs, that might not necessarily be helpful. That might actually be like deterring things from actually happening. Yes. Now for my investigators. So I'm getting a yes, but a no. Excuse me. Yes, but a no. Yes slash no. So I feel like for this week, my investigators, um, um, for my individualists. So yes and a no for my investigators, and so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my investigators. How are they stopping their intuitiveness from coming in this week? Please, angels and guides. And you got resolving a negative belief about yourself. So you're knocking your intuitiveness because you have a negative belief about your own intuitiveness that is actually hindering you from actually being more intuitive this week. Yes. Now for my loyalists, the people who stand behind an idea and who will die for it, right? So please, angels and guides, anyone to the highest good who has a message for my individualist. No, no, loyalist. Please come forward and share. Well, first of all, are my loyalists knocking themselves out? Again, no. But if ever towards the end of the week, like from maybe 7 days, 7 days from today, meaning Friday, you might fall back on universal sign being your your way of knowing if you should go ahead with something or not. So now, for my enthusiasts, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got choice through default. So I feel like for my enthusiasts, the key is that uh, to really figure out what all of your choices are, not just what you might think would be a choice, but actually seriously get to know what all your choices are. Okay? So that's for you guys. Alright. Now for my protectors. Please. Excuse me. Okay, so for my protectors, are they knocking themselves out? I get a yes, but then a slight tinge of no. Uh, no. Okay. Yes, with a slight tinge of no. So I feel like it's all in your head. I feel like you know what you need to do. You know what route to take, but for some reason something is hindering your movement forward, or it's like giving you some issues. Um, not 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 as much issues um as much as some a little bit of difficulty is what I'm getting. Okay, so now for my chameleon. I get a yes with a very slight no. So I feel like um um okay, so if mainly you are knocking yourself out of your intuitiveness, what is it that is knocking you? And you got reaction. What is it that you're reacting to? I feel like towards the end of the week, you are going to realize that your reacting to things is actually more detrimental to to your circumstance than not. So I feel like you might kind of stop at the end of the week, but until then, you are going to have to deal with it. So that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to my PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.